अनंत संसार समुद्रतार नौकायिताभ्यां गुरुभक्तिदाभ्यां वैराग्य साम्राज्यद पूजनाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां श्री विद्या शिववामभागनिलया ह्रीङ्कार मन्त्रोज्ज्वला श्रीचक्राङ्कितबिन्दुमध्यवसती श्रीमत्सभानायिका श्रीमत्षण्मुखविघ्नराजजननी श्रीमज्जगन्मोहिनी मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारानिधिम्। बोलो जगन माता की जय। Before I begin, I offer my most humble prostrations at the lotus feet of my beloved Master, with whose divine grace and inspiration this exposition on Lalita Sahasranam is happening. Then I offer my pure love. That's all I have to offer, Divine Mother. I offer my love to you, O beloved Mother. Narayani, Namostute. Continuing on with our Lalita Sahasranam Satsang, yesterday we completed till Swatmananda Lavibhuta Brahmadhyananda Santatihi. The joy or the bliss one experiences when one experiences or realizes her presence within. Swatmananda Lavibhuta Brahmadhyananda Santatihi. That joy or bliss cannot be compared to a samuha, a whole group of Brahmananda put together is Swa-Atmananda. Swatmananda Lavibhuta Brahmadhyananda Santatihi. Para Pratyak Chiti Rupa Pashyanti Paradevata Madhyama Vaikhari Rupa Bhakta Manasa Hamsika. The Divine Mother has the subtlest form, the subtler form, the subtle and the gross, or the physical attributes of the Mother. Para is the subtlest. Pratyak Chiti Rupa. Para is Pratyaksh, your Chiti, your own Chaitanya. And coming back to what is Chaitanya? Any that within us which makes us separate from our dead body is the Chaitanya. That Chaitanya, we are looking along with the body, along with this temple, which is why it is Jivatma. The same Chaitanya is everywhere, outside the body also. and then it is Paramatma. So the same Chaitanya, when viewed with the boundaries of the body, is Jivatma. The same Chaitanya, when viewed without the boundaries of the body, is Paramatma. Like a little pot, empty pot, holds air or holds space, and the same space is outside also. But the space within and space without is the same. It is just the pot creating a boundary or a limitation. One need not break the pot to realize that the space within and without is the same. It's just a simple realization that the same space within is without. The same Chaitanya, the same consciousness within is without. Para, that is her Para Swarup. It is Pratyaksh Chiti Rupa, Chaitanya Swarup. That is the hardest to catch or to experience. Para, Pratyak Chiti Rupa. Then the next form is Pashyanti. Pashyanti Paradevata. Pashyanti is the physical attributes of the mother, the form of the mother. Pashyanti Paradevata. Madhyama Vaikhari Rupa Bhakta Manasa Hamsika. These are also the 4 avasthas of a jap. Vaikhari is japa with our mouth. Loud, japa being done loud. Madhyama is japa being done in the mind. Madhyama and Vaikhari Rupa. In the form of Vaikhari and Madhyama, the Divine Mother walks in the devotee's mind like a Hans. Bhakta Manasa Hamsika. In the Madhyama and Vaikhari Rupa, she walks like a Bhakta Manasa Hamsika. When the japa reaches Pashyanti, she assumes the form of Paradevata, and the Chaitanya Swarup is experienced in the Para Avastha. Para Pratyaksh Chiti Rupa, Pashyanti Paradevata, Madhyama Vaikhari Rupa, Bhakta Manasa Hamsika. Kameshwara Prananadi. Kameshwar's Prananadi, the main nadi that supplies prana, is the Divine Mother. Because prana doesn't stay in one place, it moves. And his pran, Kameshwar's pran, is this entire creation. Ekoham Bahushyam. When he took the sankalp that one me will become many, she made it possible. Without that, Kameshwar is just pure consciousness with absolutely no ripples in it. When the ripples arise, the creation arose. And she is the Kameshwar's Prananadi, Mukhya Prana Shakti. Kameshwara Prananadi, Kritagnya Kama Pujita. Krita is, Jna is knowledge. Krita is action. Kritagnya Kama Pujita. Kritagnya is, she is the knower of all the happenings. Kritagnya. Kama Pujita, worshipped by Kamdev as Kadi school of Shri Vidya. Kameshwara Prananadi, Kritagnya, Kama Pujita. All the happenings of the world. That is why it is said that the Adi Shankaracharya describes her 3 eyes and says, Mother, your 2 eyes are so beautiful and Akarna Dirghanayana. They extend all the way to the ears. And both the ears, first of all, the eyes, one is Surya and one is Chandrama. During the day, the Surya is the witness for everything happening in the world. And at night, Chandrama is the witness. And then Surya and Chandrama constantly are in conversation with your ears, reporting all the happenings of the world. But because the third eye is left by itself with no companion to talk to, has become a little red out of jealousy. Such a beautiful description of the 3 eyes of the mother. Beautiful long eyes, almost like in conversation with the ears. And the third eye is the eye of knowledge. It's red, it's fire. So that's the three eyes of the mother. So Kameshwara Prananadi Kritagnya. She really, to think that we can do something or think something without her knowledge is pure child's play. The mother knows it all. Kritagnya Kama Pujita Shringara Rasa Sampurna. Rasa is the essence. Shringara Ras. As this Vishwa Vigraha, she is Sampurna. She is as beautiful, which means the entire creation, which is her body at the macrocosmic level, is completely filled with Shringara Ras. Because of our own conditioning, our own filters of the mind, we look at this, oh, this is a third world country, this is not beautiful, that is a beautiful place. We distinguish. But absolutely every aspect of her creation is filled with Shringara Ras. At the microcosmic level also, we are complete in every sense, and we are filled with that Shringara Ras in every sense. But because we look at ourselves with just a conditioning of how beauty should be, we are unable to appreciate the Shringara Ras that is filled within our bodies. As we said, beauty is really just skin deep. If we were to peel the skin away, we would all look the same under the skin, with the same muscles, same bones, same blood. So it is really in the way we look at things, the beauty. But her creation is Sampurna with Shringara Ras. Shringara Rasa Sampurna Jaya Jalandhara Sthita Odyana Nilaya Bindu Mandala Vasini Rahoyaga Kramaradhya Rahastarpana Tarpita. Jaya is the name of the Divine Mother, signifying victory. Victory over our asuric qualities. Shringara Rasa Sampurna Jaya Jalandhara Sthita, Jalandhar Peeth, Odyana Peeth, and Bindu Mandal. These are the three spots. Jalandhara Peeth is the Brahma Granthi Vibhedini. And then Manipuranta Udita Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini. Odyana Peeth is the place where the Vishnu Granthi is removed. Bindu Mandal Vasini is the Agnya Chakrasthan. And that is the Rahoyag. Remember, we talked about the Mahayaga Kramaradhya. Mahayag is the one done by Parashambhu. Rahoyag, so Mahayag is done at a cosmic level, at the macrocosmic level. When done within this temple called the body, it is called Rahoyag. And at the Rahoyag, three Granthis. First, Brahma Granthi at the Mooladharaika Nilaya Brahma Granthi Vibhedini. That is the Jalandhar Peeth. Then comes the Manipur Chakra, which is the Odyana Peeth. And then Bindu Mandala Vasini. So these are the three Granthis. So this is how victory happens, for our awareness to keep rising above. Jaya Jalandhara Sthita, Odyana Peetha Nilaya Bindu Mandala Vasini, Rahoyaga Kramaradhya, Rahastarpana Tarpita. And because this Rahoyag is done completely, Antaryag is done completely within, it is a Rahastarpana Tarpita. The tarpan happens in a rahasya manner, or within our antakarna, which is why it's called Rahastarpana Tarpita. The one who is Tarpita is content. The one who is pleased and made content by Rahoyag, performed at Jalandhar Peeth, Odyana Peeth, and Bindu Mandal Vasini. Sadhya Prasadini Vishwasakshini Sakshi Varjita. Sadhya Prasadini. The one who is pleased instantly. Sadhya Prasadini. If you have a question or a desire or something to ask the Divine Mother, she blesses with the answer instantly. But the mind prevents the answer from being registered. So the answer eventually comes up. The answer is given instantly. It comes up into our awareness sometime later, sometimes by someone else. But Divine Mother is Sadhya Prasadini. She is instantly pleased and she blesses us with the prasad instantly. Sadhya Prasadini, Vishwa Sakshini. She is the Sakshi, the witness of this entire creation. Vishwa Sakshini, there is no witness to her. No one is witnessing her, no one is watching her. Sakshi Varjita. Shadanga Devata Yukta. Like every mantra has Shadanga. And because her entire body is mantramaya, she is Shadanga Devata Yukta, Shadgunya Paripurita. And the Shad Gun, the 6 gunas of a Devata, she is the treasure of those 6 gunas. Sarvajnata, Aishwarya. I cannot remember all, but the one who knows it all, the one who has it all, the all-knowing, complete knowledge of everything happening, all the gunas that a Devata needs to have, she is paripurna with those. Shadanga Devata Yukta, Shadgunya Paripurita, Nitya Klinna. Klinna is drenched. She is ever drenched in Karuna. Nitya Klinna. Nirupama, Nirvana Sukhadayini. Nirupama, Upama is comparison. There is nothing one can compare her to. Nitya Klinna Nirupama, Nirvana Sukhadayini. And she is the giver of the joy or bliss of Nirvana, Mukti. And Mukti is from our own minds. The truth always exists. It is the lies that we hold on to that we need to drop off. We cannot go in search of the truth because truth is ever present. We just have to discover it by dropping the lies. Nitya Klinna Nirupama Nirvana Sukhadayini Nitya Shodashika Rupa Shri Kantardha Sharirini. The 15 Nityas, Nitya Devis in Khadgamala Sutra also they come. The 15 Nityas plus the 16th Kala, the Shodashika Rupa, the 16th Kasp, 16th Kala is her. The 16th Kala is nothing but the Divine Mother herself. And the 15 rays of light that emerged from her, which personified as Nitya Devis, are also her. But Nitya Devis exist because of the 16th Kala, which is the Mother herself. Nitya Shodashika Rupa Shri Kantardha Sharirini. Shri Kantha is after taking the halahal from the Samudra Manthan, Lord Shiva's name came to be Shri Kantha, the one who took the halahal for the entire world. That halahal became Shri Kantardha Sharirini. She is in the left half of the Shri Kantha, Shri Kantardha Sharirini. Prabhavati Prabharupa Prasiddha Parameshwari. Prabhavati, Prabharupa. Prabha is luminous, Prakashmay. Prabhavati, she is full of Prakash. Prabharupa, her entire form is made up of light. Prabhavati, Prabharupa, Prasiddha. She is the only one who is Prasiddha. Whether we know of Divine Mother or we don't know of Divine Mother, it doesn't matter. What? Because everyone holds on to her most dearly, and she as in her life. Everyone holds on to their lives most dearly. And that life is her. That which makes everyone alive is her. That's why she is Prasiddha, Param Ishwari. Param is the ultimate, above all the Devas. And Devas, as we said, are nothing but personified energies that perform various works, various functions in the world. She is the Ishwari of all the Devas, Parameshwari, Prasiddha Parameshwari, Moola Prakriti Vyakta Vyakta Swarupini. Moola Prakriti Avyakta, Vyakta Avyakta Swarupini. Moola Prakriti is the Pancha Mahabhut. She is that which is avyakta, which is unmanifest, which makes the Pancha Mahabhut come into picture for the creation to happen. So she is Moola Prakritir Avyakta. She is that Avyakta means unmanifest. She is that unmanifest power that makes this entire Pancha Mahabhut and various combinations, permutations and combinations of that Pancha Mahabhut for this creation to come about. Being the unmanifest, she is not just the unmanifest. She is both the manifest and the unmanifest. Because the Pancha Mahabhut emerge from her body and are completely Prakashman. Her own, the Pancha Mahabhut are filled with her essence. So she is both Vyakta and Avyakta Swarupini, manifest and unmanifest together. Vyapini Vividhakara. Vyapini, she is spread out throughout the entire creation as many forms. Vividhakara. Vidya Avidya Swarupini. And she is both knowledge and ignorance. Knowledge that she alone exists everywhere, appearing in different forms. But everything is indeed her own light, her own essence. That is Vidya. And Avidya is all the names and forms viewed separately. That is the only Avidya. Vidya is to know that there is one continuous existence. Avidya is to know that there is many names and forms that exist and they are true. They have their own essence in existence. That is Avidya. And she is both Vidya and Avidya. To the ones who have yet to develop the divine qualities, she is Avidya. To the ones who have developed some divine qualities in her refuge, she is Vidya. Vidya Avidya Swarupini. Mahakamesh Nayana Kumudahlada Kaumudi. This is one continuous name. Mahakamesh, who is Parashambhu. Mahakamesh Nayana. He has 3 eyes, Mahakamesh. Mahadev has 3 eyes. Mahakamesh Nayana, the 3rd eye, is that knowledge, fire of knowledge. Mahakamesh Nayana Kumudahlada Kaumudi. Kumud is a lotus. The 3rd eye of Mahakamesh is like that of the bud of a lotus. It is full of fire because that's where he opened and burnt Kamdev. The name says that she is Kaumudi. Kaumudi is moonlight, Chandani. She is the cooling moonlight. For who? For Mahakamesh's 3rd eye, which is burning with the fire of knowledge. So, this is again a little bit of a Roop Dhyan, that the Divine Mother's glance or the way Divine Mother looks at Mahakamesh, his 3rd eye, which is burning fire of knowledge, he's given Ahlad, which is he's given the coolness from her looks. Mahakamesh Nayana Kumudahlada Kaumudi. Bhakta Harda Tamobheda Bhanu Matbhanu Santati. Bhakta Harda. In the heart of the devotee, there is ignorance. And that ignorance, to remove that ignorance, she assumes the form of a sun. not just one. Bhanu mat bhanu santati. So many suns, as if 1,000 suns have risen within. Such is her presence, such is her magnanimous presence, that all the ignorance from the devotee's heart is just completely removed, and he experiences that in fact this body is a temple of my mother, and my mother resides right here in my heart. Bhakta harda tamo bheda bhanumat bhanu santati. Shivaduti Shivaradhya Shivamurti Shivankari. Shivaduti. She is the messenger of Lord Shiva, saying enough of this creation now. Enough just getting lost in avidya. Now it's time to go back. The sun and its rays. Each ray can travel back to the sun. That ray is the Divine Mother. And it is when she decides that enough of roaming around, she holds our hand and walks the path back to the sun being Lord Shiva. So that's why she is Shivaduti, Shivaradhya. She is worshipped by Lord Shiva. Shiva Murti, she is Shiva herself. Shivankari. Shiv is auspiciousness. Shivankari. She performs. She makes auspiciousness possible. So such a devotee starts seeing Shiva everywhere. That's one. Shiva also means that which is not. Shivankari, which means she helps us drop our mind, detach our mind from our true self, such that we become nothingness. Nothingness is not emptiness. Nothingness is like the flute of Lord Krishna. It's completely empty from within. But when he takes the flute to his lips, beautiful music comes from it. So it is indeed the Divine Mother's grace that we become nothing from within. Absolute nothingness. Shivankari. Shivaduti, Shivaradhya, Shivamurti, Shivankari, Shivapriya, Shivapara, Shivapriya. She is the beloved of Lord Shiva. Shivapara. She is always at the service of Lord Shiva. The Shakti, my power, is always under my control, under my adhin, right? Similarly, to say that she is always under the refuge of Lord Shiva, do not consider them different. They are one and the same. Shiva Para, Shishteshta. Shisht are the people who have divine qualities. Shishta Ishta. She is the Ishtadev of all the Shishtas. People with divine qualities seek Paramatma. That's why she is Shishteshta. And she is Shishta Pujita. She is worshipped by the people who have divine qualities. Aprameya. Prameya is boundaries. She is Aprameya. There is no limit, infinite existence. Aprameya. Swaprakasha. She does like the moon needs the sun to be lit, whereas the sun is self-luminous. The moon being the mind needs the power of the Divine Mother to even work. The Divine Mother is like the sun, Swayam Prakashat. Swaprakasha, Mano Vacham Agochara. Man and Vani, Agochar. She cannot be fathomed by the mind or the speech. She cannot be talked about. Her tattva cannot be explained in words, nor it can be explained by the mind. Because the mind, the source of the mind, the source of the light of the mind is the mother. As soon as the mind turns around to see who is lighting me, the connection is lost. So she is beyond the mind, beyond the words. Mano Vachama Gochara. Chit Shaktish Chetana Rupa Jada Shaktir Jadatmika. Chit Shakti. Chit is Paramatma. She is Chit Shakti, Paramatma's Shakti. Chit Shakti is Chetana Rupa, Chetana, in the form of consciousness within. Jada Shaktir Jadatmika. Just because we are walking about doesn't mean Divine Mother only exists within us. In us, she exists as Chit Shakti, Chetana Rupa. In Jad, in something that cannot move. For example, this table here. In the Jad, Jada Shakti, Jadatmika. She is present as Jadatmika, as the power within even the Jad Vastu. So to say the Divine Mother only exists in me and not this table is Ajnanta, because she exists equally in the entire creation, in both Chetana Vastu and Jada Vastu. Chit Shakti Chetana Rupa, Jada Shaktir Jadatmika, Gayatri Vyahrutihi Sandhya Dvijabranda Nishevita. Gayatri is the personification of Mother as pure knowledge, as the sun, pure knowledge. Gayatri, Vyahruti, Bhur, Bhuvaha, Swaha are the three Vyahrutis that are attached to the Gayatri. Gayatri, Vyahruti, Sandhya, in the Sandhyas, the Trikal Sandhyas, she is worshipped along with the Vyahrutis. By who? By Dvijabranda Nishevita. Dvija is twice born. The people who have gotten their Upanayanams or the people who have gotten Upadesh from the Guru are twice born. The one life before the Upadesh and the life after Upadesh. So Chit Shakti Chetana Rupa Jada Shaktir Jadatmika. To have that knowledge that Divine Mother is the only thing, only one, only aspect, only essence that is there and nothing else. That knowledge is given by the Divine Mother personified as the Surya Bhagavan or Gayatri. When the japa is done with Vyahrutihi at the Trikal Sandhya by the people who have the Upadesh, Dvijabranda Nishevita. The one who is worshipped through Gayatri mantras, through the Gayatri mantra with the Vyahrutis being attached at the Trikal Sandhya by the twice born. That is the meaning of the name Gayatri Vyahruti Sandhya Dvijavranda Nishevita. Nishevita is worshipped by. Tattvasana, Tattvamayi Panchakoshantarasthita. Tattva Asana. She is sitting on the asana of the Tattvas. Tattvas are various permutations and combinations of the Panchamahabhut. She is sitting on that asana of all the Tattvas. She is Tattvamayi. Since the Panchamahabhutas are nothing but essence of her own light, all the combinations, permutations and combinations of those Panchamahabhutas are also going to be her form. Tattvasana Tattvamayi Panchakoshantara Sthita. She is seated inside the Panchakosh, which is from outside to inside. Durgam Devi Sharanamaham Prapadye. Annamay Kosh, Pranamay Kosh, Manomay Kosh, Vijnanamay Kosh, Anandamay Kosh. These are the 5 koshas from outside in. Annamay Kosh, which is the body which is formed from the food we eat. Annamay Kosh. Then Pranamay Kosh, which is the pranas circulating throughout the entire body. Then Manomay Kosh, the mind, which can go to any part of the body. Then Vijnanamay Kosh, the true knowledge, Shuddha Buddhi. And then Anandamay Kosh. She is seated inside these 5 koshas. The bliss body is the Anandamay Kosh. Panchakoshantarasthita. Nisima Mahima. Nisima as in without any boundaries. Her Mahima, the glory of the Divine Mother, cannot be put in any boundaries. This is also, although she is Panchakoshantarasthita, don't think she is bounded. She is bound by these boundaries. She is Nisima Mahima. Her glory, her grandeur exists beyond these Panchakoshas. Nitya Yovana. She is ever youthful. Nitya Yovana. Madashalini. Mada is the ecstasy, divine bliss. She is always immersed in that divine bliss. Madashalini. Mada Ghurnita Raktakshi. Mada Patala Ganda Bhuhu. And in that divine ecstasy, her eyes are always filled with that divine ecstasy, and her cheeks are lit up beautifully. Her cheeks are shining in that divine ecstasy. That's what it means. Mada Ghurnita Raktakshi, Mada Patala Ganda Bhuhu, Chandana Dravadigdhangi, Champeya Kusuma Priya. Her entire body is completely covered in chandan and many other sugandhit drava. Chandana drava digdhangi. This is not just her physical body. The entire creation has that beautiful suvas, fragrance of her presence. That is Chandana drava digdhangi. Champeya Kusuma Priya. And then again Roop Dhyan. She is wearing champa. Champakashoka punnaga saugandhika lasatkacha. So Champeya Kusum. Champak is the name of a flower. She loves the champak flowers in her hair. Champeya Kusuma Priya. Kushala Komalakara Kurukulla Kuleshwari. Kula Kundalaya Kaula Marga Tatpara Sevita. Kumara Gananathamba Tushti Pushtir Matir Dhrutihi. Shanti Swastimati Kantir Nandini Vignanashini. Kushala. Kushalta is the ability to perform actions effortlessly. That's Kushala. The sun rises every day without any efforts. The plants grow effortlessly. The rains come effortlessly. Everything in the creation happens effortlessly. That's Kushala. But if we were to notice our own lives, we would see just to lead our daily life, it takes a certain amount of effort. But by the blessings of the Divine Mother, living becomes effortless. Because there will be no more friction. Who would you have friction with? All there exists is the Divine Mother. All happenings outside are happening because of the blessings of the Divine Mother. All happenings within are happening because of the blessings of the Divine Mother. There is no second person to have a friction with. And then you achieve this Naishkarmya Siddhi, Naishkarmya Avastha. Continue to keep doing work effortlessly. So that is Naishkarmya. That she blesses her devotees with. Kushala, Komalakara. Akar is extremely Komal, Sukumari. Again, Roop Dhyan is brought into picture. Kushala, Komalakara. Kurukulla, Kuleshwari. Kurukulla is a personification of the Divine Mother as one of the Devis. Kurukulla Devi. Kuleshwari. She is the Kula Ishwari. So Kurukulla Devi is the Ishwari or the ruling power of the 6 kulas and we of the entire kul, and we talked about how the kul is made up of the chakras and the various energies at the 6 chakras. So she is Kurukulla Devi is the Kuleshwari. Kula Kundalaya. Kula is the 6 chakras. Kula Kund is the Mooladhar chakra. That's where the Kula Kundalaya, Kurukulla Devi resides. Alay is her house. Kula Kundalaya, Kaula Marga Tatpara Sevita. And she is worshipped by the Kaula Marga. His Kaulachar is a school of thought in Sri Vidya. So she is worshipped by Kaula Marga. Kaula Marga Tatpara Sevita. Kumara Gananathamba. Kumar is Kartikeya, Gan is Ganapati. So she is the mother of Kumar and Ganpati. Ganpati being at the Mooladhar Chakra, at the entrance of the way that leads to the Divine Mother, and Kumar or the Kartikeya is the way himself. So Kumara Gananathamba, she is the mother of the two kids, Kumar and Ganesh. Only when Ganesh and Kumar are bless us, that's when we reach the mother. Ganpati Bhagwan has to bless us to enter the path, and Kumar is the path himself. Kumara Gananathamba, Tushtihi, Pushtihi, Matihi, Dhrutihi, Shantihi, Swastimati, Kantihi, Nandini, Vignanashini. These are all the blessings that the Divine Mother gives. Tushti is contentment. Pushti is Sharirik Pushti and Manasik Pushti, which means you become strong not only in the body, in the mind as well. Mati is Shuddha Buddhi. The Mati is nothing but the Buddhi that drives us inwards. Constantly tells us, don't roam about outside, go inside. So Tushti, Pushti, Mati. Dhruti is steadfastness. You stand steadily to walk the inward path. Shanti is peace. Complete peace within. Swastimati, Swa is inside. The Mati or the Buddhi that constantly is turned within. Swastimati. Kantihi. Kanti is her own light. Nandini is bliss. And Vignanashini. She removes all the obstacles and blesses us with all these things so we may reach her. These are all the things we'll pick up on our way to the Divine Mother. Once we have gotten the permission of Ganesh Bhagwan and we start walking the path, which is nothing but the path is Kartikeya, then she blesses us with Tushti, Pushti, Mati, Dhruti, Shanti, Swastimati, Kanti, Nandini, and finally she removes the final obstacle and we become one with her. Vignanashini. Tejovati, Trinayana, Lolakshi, Kamarupini. Tejovati. Tej is self-luminous. Tejovati, she is full of that tejas. Trinayana, with the three eyes. Lolakshi. Lola is looking at something with absolute extreme attachment. She is Lolakshi. With her eyes, she looks at the creation with such motherly love. Lolakshi, Kamarupini. She is the desire. All these worldly desires we have, we are actually, in actuality, seeking her. Lolakshi, Kamarupini. Tejovati Trinayana, Lolakshi, Kamarupini. Malini Hamsini Mata, Malayachala Vasini. Malini. She is that continuity which holds all the names and forms of the creation into one big mala. Chidekara Sarupini, that's one continuous existence. Malini, Hamsini, Mata, Malayachala Vasini. Before this we read Vindhyachala Vasini. Now it's Malayachala Vasini. These are all the divine parvats, divine mountains in India where her presence is felt more. So Malini, Hamsini. Hamsini is as a Hans, which is nothing but the Shwas. As Hansini, she walks gently within because she is the mother. Mata. Malini, Hamsini, Mata, Malayachala Vasini. So with this we will end the satsang today. Sarvam Shri Jagadamba Charnarpanamastu. Swasti. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.